I am JVN Dr. Surendra Kumar Srivastav from the Department of Science under the Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss meromorphic function and Mittag-Leffler expansion theorem. Meromorphic function: a function is said to be meromorphic in region D if its analytic in D except a finite number of poles. There is a related theorem, Mittag-Leffler expansion theorem. Suppose that only singularities of Fz in the finite part of Z plane are simple poles at a1, a2, a3 and so on an, arranged in the order of increasing absolute values. Also suppose that first, residues of Fz at a1, a2, a3 and so on an be b1, b2, b3 and so on bn. Then second, sequence Cn is a sequences of circles encloses a1, a2, a3 and so on an and no other poles on the circle Cn. Mod of Fz is less than m, where m is the independent of n and Rn tends to infinity as n tends to infinity. Then for all values of z except poles, Fz is equal to f0 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn in bracket 1 upon z minus an plus 1 upon bn. Consider the integral I is equal to integral Cn ft dt upon t minus z. Let z is a point other than pole inside circle C. The function ft over t minus z has a pole at t is equal to z. Hence, any pole of ft is a pole of ft over t minus z, but a1, a2, a3 and so on an are simple pole of ft. Then ft over t minus z has the simple poles at z, a1, a2 and so on an. Now residue at z of ft over t minus z is equal to limit t tends to z, t minus z, ft over t minus z, that is ft. Again, residue at t minus z at am is equal to t tends to am, t minus am, ft over t minus z, that is limit t tends to am, t minus am, ft plus limit t tends to am 1 upon t minus z. This is equal to bm upon am minus z, where bm is the residue of ft at tm. Hence, by Cauchy's residue theorem, integral Cn ft over t minus z dt is equal to 2 pi I sum of residues of ft over t minus z within Cn is equal to 2 pi I fz plus bm over am minus z is equal to 1 upon 2 pi I integral C ft over t minus z dt plus fz is equal to fz plus summation m is equal to 1 to n bm over am minus z. Let ft is the analytic at t is equal to 0, so we put z is equal to 0. This is 1 upon 2 pi I integral C ft over t dt is equal to fa plus summation m is equal to 1 to n bm over an. This is second. Now subtracting second from first, 1 upon 2 pi I integral C ft over t minus z dt minus 1 upon 2 pi I integral C ft over t dt is equal to fz plus summation m is equal to 1 to n bm over am minus z minus f0. This is 1 upon 2 pi I integral C 1 upon t minus z minus 1 upon t ft dt is equal to fz minus f0 plus summation m is equal to 1 to n 1 upon am minus z minus 1 upon an bm. This is 1 upon 2 pi I integral C z ft dt upon t minus z is equal to fz minus f0 plus summation m is equal to 1 to n in bracket 1 upon am bm minus z bm. But mod of 1 upon 2 pi I integral Cn z ft dt upon t minus z is less or equal to 1 upon 2 pi I integral Cn mod of z mod of ft mod of dt upon mod of t minus z is less or equal to capital M upon 2 pi integral C mod of z mod of dt upon Rn in bracket Rn minus z. But given if n tends to infinity, then Rn tends to infinity, integral c z ft dt upon t minus z is equal to 0 if n tends to infinity. Now taking n tends to infinity in third, then fz minus f0 plus summation m is equal to 1 to infinity z bm upon am minus z is equal to 0. fz is equal to f0 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn upon z minus an plus bm upon an. fz is equal to f of 0 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn in bracket 1 upon z minus an plus 1 upon an, hence true. Now we see the theorem principle of arguments. If fz is analytic inside and on C, then capital N is equal to 1 upon 2 pi delta C argument of fz. We know that 1 upon 2 pi I integral C f dash z over fz dz is equal to n minus p. This is equation first, where p is the number of poles inside C and n is equal to number of zeros inside C. Since function is analytic, then it is it has no poles, that is p is equal to 0, and then equation first become 1 upon 2 pi I integral c f dash z over fz dz is equal to capital N. Again this can be written as integral c f dash z over fz dz is equal to 2 pi in, which is equal to log fz c, this is delta c log fz is equal to 2I pi n. This is equation second, where delta c is the variation of fz, but log fz is equal to log mod of fz plus I argument of fz. Then log x plus iy is equal to 1 by 2 log of x square plus y square plus I tan inverse y upon x. That is delta c log fz is equal to delta c log of fz plus I delta c log argument of fz. If fz is single valued function, so delta c log of fz is equal to 0. So delta c log fz is equal to I delta c argument of fz. This is I delta c log fz is equal to 2I pi n. This is delta c log fz is equal to 2 pi in. Hence capital N is equal to 1 upon 2 pi delta c argument of fz. Thank you.